So it's really a story of how we can coexist with one another and treat each other better and learn to get along at its core. Do and create theater since I can remember. But as I continue to study, interesting doubts would come. Doubts come now, and I've just had to learn that though those feelings of fear and doubt come, that doesn't stop you from walking. So I had to learn as an adult to go, okay, acknowledge when it comes. I'm having doubt or I'm having fears, just acknowledge it, but that doesn't cripple me to move forward. So you have to move forward even in doubt or lack of confidence. But that's something that I work on now as an adult, to continue to probably assuage my doubts or to comfort even myself or believe in myself more and more every day. Surround myself with people with good energy, people who inspire me to continue forward. But that's something that I continually deal with, is encouragement of myself and believing in myself. As a writer, a director, an actor, and an educator, out of the four, which ones do I prefer? I actually love them all. First of all, I'm a Gemini, so within my Gemini personality, I get really my focus and I get bored with things quickly. So it's always been great for me to switch things, but they're all under the same umbrella. So at times when I'm directing as I studied as a writer, then I can switch and I'm writing things of stories that I want to tell. Then I can perform if I wanted to go act, or then I can direct or be an educator. And as an educator, I just think it's still a form of education for myself. I actually believe education is about learning. So every person I come into and get to share my experience, I learn from them. So it's reciprocal. Anytime I get as an educator, or I believe a mentor is my greatest job, which is education with a personal relationship. So I always enjoy all of them. So if I had to pick one, I say no. They all come into the umbrella of performing art, and I like to do them all. My top 3 favorite stage plays is hard for me to decide, because I love new work. I primarily work on new work, so I'm always creating with new writers. I would say writers that I respect and love. Oh, I already know. One of the Bibles, Lorraine Hansberry, Raisin in the Sun. She was the first Black playwright to reach Broadway. And her play is classic to the day, just in form, in structure, and character development. I am in awe that that was her first play and was able to write a classic that will last American theater history. So A Raisin in the Sun for sure would be that would go number 1. I think that's the Bible. Number 2, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna name some playwrights. I love Terrell McCraney. He's a new writer out. That I love his work. The Brother Size is a series, a trilogy that he came up with. And also I direct a lot of Dominique Morisseau's plays. I'm one of her premier directors rather. And she has the Detroit series. So it's Detroit 67, Skeleton Crew, and Paradise Blue. Actually, I'm getting ready to leave this show to direct later on one of her shows also. Oh, actually a world premiere of her show called Mud Row. So she's a playwright. She's probably one of the top 3 playwrights in the American theater right now, and she's a woman of color. So her stories are beautiful. She's an activist, and her language as a poet is gorgeous, so I like her work.